I'm excited to see them go at it.
In the current pool.
On the line.
Okay, Sentinels on defense, G2 on attack. And hopefully, yeah, looks like this sounds pretty good.
And SEN Opta. And Circle here through mid, they've already got bang positioned over towards that door, so keenly aware that G2 might be looking to overload this part of the map.
Oh boy, that's going to
We
do some
haven't
damage.
to see a whole lot of G2.
Oh my
goodness.
goodness.
Shock actually connects with that spam damage as well. First blood from Trent,
Wow.
and Lee finds the second. The
There
duo
goes
that
mid.
has been just unreal for G2 up until this point.
SEN go exploring there in mid after that first kill comes out. And obviously from that upper catwalk, it's an easy pick off for Leaf with the Headhunter. Second has been the hero.
His teammates are miles away. He literally has to kill 3.
They're softly referring to this guy on your screen. Zekin has been incredible. Will he have to do that again in a series like this, Jorg?
Oh, they look
down early, though.
disgusting.
No value there off that Sheriff. Settles down to 2.
That shit pissed around. How's anyone meant to do anything?
And we get an early taste of, oh, well,
okay, hold up.
In a bit of trouble, but all things considered, this should be fine. And let's bang, able to pick up a second here.
Deltas is still at large as well. He's
Overreact after 1 round, yeah. I was more just reacting because it's like, what are you actually meant to do? Like, how are you meant to win this round?
For some reason, Jonah couldn't connect, but Zelsis is having the same kind of yips.
Look at the HPs, man.
Down to 48. In the post plant, mind you. Means Zelsis here can try and save some faces, but that's about all we can expect from a round like this.
Very nice.
Point, Jonah pays off his own
some nice shots here. The one on site and the one bomb mid was really nice.
Really clean fight towards mid, straight off the jump. Sentinels, we haven't seen them on this map yet. You know, I was expecting maybe a Vice coming into this because Zelsis has played so much of it, but they opt for
the double controller.
Yeah, the double controller, which definitely offers a lot of help for controlling mid. Given the sight lines are so long, it's tough to try and push up either on defense or
Zins with the prime. Thank you for 7 months, mate. I appreciate you doing that.
On doing with it, though.
Thank you as well.
Off to a hot start.
Okay, so they're allowed 2 deaths on this one.
Won all of them
and Sentinels at the beginning just go for a 5-person stack, just trying to burst over towards.
He's on the Sova on this map. After playing nothing but Teho all kickoff. And it's a push by
it's an easy react. Recon over towards site, spots nothing.
G2 though, very much elsewhere.
Yeah, can't be mad at them going for the gamble. That's where Leaf was last time, so perhaps hoping if he's there again on that solo lurk containing A, they could have caught him by pushing really deep.
Oh boy.
But not going to be the case.
They've made enough sound to wake the dead, but Leaf is going to remediate that.
Almost got out with a TP. It's nice though, right? He's the only person that had a ghost, that's it. Well,
and he will be set up here, of course, over towards that link.
Yeah,
Dark Phoenix 421 as well with the tier 1. Thank you for 20 months, man. And Bernie as well, right? Is that how I'm saying this, Bernie? 22k, appreciate the 18 months, thank you for a year and a half.
In the lurk situations.
Trent, beautifully done. The higher
he picked up TP
as well than any other state or tournament last year. Trent is really coming alive right now.
I remember back in the olden days when Trent was the hot upcoming star in Americas when the guard debuted way back when. Has just been consistent for them now, and essentially
let's see the see the first buy. Leaf went for an op and then decided for an outlaw, I'm pretty sure.
What a battle, by the way. John
it's been 207 days.
Graduating class, right? Think back, the guard, M80, these two
kind of crazy
incredible IGL prospects coming out of North America. And their record head-to-head, by the way, 5 for Valen, 4 for John QT.
Okay, so he does actually go for the outlaw. We got an outlaw back as well.
Outlaw
a lot of heavy armors though, really. 2 on each side that can get 1 shot.
Well, 2 targets actually.
Smoke the block mid. Recon to clear if anyone's pushed close, which makes a lot of sense for sure. In the beginning as well.
On the jet.
Just trying to create pressure over towards middle to see if anyone's pushing aggro.
And obviously a little bit of raise on split earlier. Okay, Narrate has the TP away from that aftershock here, so no presence towards the coast side. He'll still be set up decently for this, though.
Leaf deals with that drone. As Trent picks up
the
Trent
prepping. Just the 1 minute mark, let's see where they're going. Call
they like to take the
is
time on that attack side. They'll work the map. They want to give IGL Valen
Call is B, but then maybe
possible,
they can lock over towards A if they get space. No, okay, for sure, just hitting
go
B.
into one of their full executes where their timings on the utility have just been sublime.
G2 are waiting for much of that util to cycle back up now. Fault line is once more available for Jonah P. We saw that off the rip at the start of the round.
It's going to be rough for the people on the side. Let's see. It's a good flash.
He'd like to make that effective, and Narrate's playing close here. Caught out. Little swing by Jorg.
Yeah, a little bit.
John playing well and truly off the side, but the Soviet
bit on your
may
own.
light the way for SEN as they've got second tucked up here, nice and close.
Spike going to be planted, Zekin outlaw for the retake, going to be
retake.
challenging to try and find a kill unless someone from G2 over pushes, but over pushing
Still got two
doesn't seem
people,
like
the
that's
Leaf
going
can
to
one
occur
shot.
whatsoever. They're playing back just to spam the spike on cliffside.
Yep, strictly into those post-plant positions.
Done rounds. I mean, they at least have the Astro, just got a star, that's about it. But yeah, it's done now for sure. Okay, it didn't look great in terms of the first rounds. We had Narrate just kind of isolated. They created a little bit of pressure at mid, which obviously made the sights a little bit weaker. Once you create pressure over towards middle, you can't. Or like someone's at least gonna
flattened in the bonus round.
be
It's
holding
just
these angles.
slow, patient excellence from G2. I love how they deal with that re-push back out of the Nebula to take down Narrate, who was already on such low HP. He was feeling pressure to try and be a bit more aggro. Bang needs to save that
yeah,
right
that's
one.
nice.
He will.
That's
Oh,
an
well,
ult.
timing is a little off there from Trent.
No, he's owned it. He gets the
Hate
ult.
to see that. Broken ankles.
Yeah, he's done great. So literally
rest
just
of
took the
his body.
damage,
It's
took the
about a
damage, and then
700
instantly was
foot
just like,
drop.
hold up, I can get my ult. He knew he was going to tuck in no matter what. That was really, really smart.
Jorg walks up there through that dark cover. Narrate loses out to the Stinger.
Yaga.
And the post-plant position's very
Tamakia, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate the 5 months. Thank you for that. Tech Wars? Okay, sure. But I mean, look at how nice this is going to be. We're going to have an Outlaw that can pop 2. Sorry, 3. We got a Sova ult as well.
But if you want to look towards the SEN camp, there's not a whole lot to say about these first couple of rounds, Wyatt.
No, certainly not.
Broken
They've
in
struggled
is,
to get
that's
some
not
kills
great.
on the board too. They've only got 4 total at the moment, 3 rounds in. So they're going to be lacking in ult orbs. That's going to be even better for G2 to start to snowball. They have a comp that has really powerful ultimates when you have the Breach in the mix for the Rolling Thunder, the Dimensional Drift from Jaw, and they have a Hunter's Fury active when we get back into this. Danger for Sentinels looming early on for the G2 map pick. A map where we saw them handle Cloud9 with relative ease in their debut match.
Big Mort, sorry, I missed your sub, bro. Appreciate you, Big Mort. Good to see you as well.
Still seeing that
you for the
chamber
21
that he's been
months.
able to make work. It was so funny
Appreciate the
hearing
tier 1.
the initial conversations about whether or not he should play chamber
America's
here at
Tech
VCT.
Wars, mate,
It's
it's
he was getting
a
bodied.
lot this year.
And he sort of said to Valen, it's like, man,
I think he's
I
going to
don't know
win.
if
I
this
said
is
G2
gonna
at the
work. Like,
beginning.
I'm struggling to have impact
I
here.
called for
Valen's like,
Sentinels
okay,
to win a map.
once you get on stage, once you get on that 5 ping,
It might have to be
trust me,
next
you're
map,
going
we'll
to
see.
cook.
It's a rough start
He
for
trusted
them.
his IGL. He brought Chamber in for that debut game, of course, and G2 looked sick.
Yeah, he has been
Coach
he's definitely
talking
been
tech
cooking.
pause? Nah,
You
no one's
could
allowed
say
speaking
that,
tech
given
pauses, not even the
he's
players,
statistical
unless it's
leader in
like they're trying to sort out
every
audio
single
stuff.
category in the tournament at the moment. The least kills he's put up on a map at 20.
Wait, are we back
Utter
already?
dominance, and it's looked effortless as well.
And you want to talk about heroics and how maybe Sentinels have really lent on Zekin to be a huge impact player. I've got to say, G2 have plenty of those candidates waiting in the
Look
wings
at
to
this
step
guy.
up should they need them. Let's talk about your boy Zelsis, though. He had a little bit to say about facing his old teammate Leaf, so let us listen in.
Playing Leaf is always fun just because I consider him a very annoying younger brother. Like, we're always talking, we're always hanging out.
Hello, mate.
We were on a team before, and I feel like we just have like a level of respect plus friendship with each other. And he's honestly just one of the best players to touch this game. I think he's been like that since he started playing this game. So it's just, I mean, it's just always fun and interesting to play against him because you never know,
as well,
what's going to happen, and you never know if he's going to go plus 40 or, you know, his scoreline or whatnot. But yeah.
Only positive things to say about Leaf. And I think the one that, for me, is poignant is he feels like he's one of the best players to touch the game.
Chamber back. It's a great map pool at the moment for Chamber.
He's got such a
you got arguably the best Chamber map, Pearl,
have kept so much of this roster
and
together
then
for quite some time now.
Abyss, pretty good for
And the
Chamber.
dividends for that dedication, Wyatt, I
The
believe, are
update
starting
in terms of
to
Chamber
really
TP
show
was
this.
pretty strong.
Leaf really has consistently been
He's
one
got
of the best
Lotus as
America's
well.
players.
Kind of 3 really
years
good
back
maps
to
at the
when
moment.
we were.
And then especially when you're using like a Yoru,
challengers when he was with
like,
Cloud9, he's been on these teams
that free up the opping.
Always been at
I guess
the
it
top,
depends on your
but
players.
just fall short, like G2 getting second twice last year in Stage 1, Stage 2 finals on Cloud9, where they would just run through teams in the regular season, but fall short in the playoffs. If there were ever a time for this G2 team to break through that glass ceiling,
split isn't good for him
it's now,
because you're kind of comparing. As soon as you compare Sentinels, as in not the team, like Cyphers, Killjoys, etc., you've got to compare it to a Cypher, and your A default just isn't as good when it's doing the double cage over towards B on split. Like your attack default is super limited. You can't do that much with the chamber unless you decide to save your trip and use it aggro. Then you can have a pretty good default, but then you just kind of
doesn't manifest itself. And in the meantime, you had Trent over towards B.
He extended his drone.
He's trying to draw attention, but all for naught. Sentinel's still stacked up towards A.
Neither John nor Zelsis with A have good weaponry to work with. This is bad, and Bang was the one actually with the rifle. Crossing to try and pick that up could be dangerous, but Zelsis is able to get there. So the rifle is still in someone's
and then we still got two people that can get one shot. That's a nice shot, though.
I was worried he might not be done, but Zekin finally gets himself into the game here.
A late trade, but
like this though, no one else really showing. Like they could be anywhere across the map right now, and that's why they're trying to get info. Smoke goes down, drone to clear middle. So they're making it look like Leaf is just prodding over towards A on his own, but actually everyone's here.
Force him out of the action now. Jorg scrambling over container. And he's been the one, the tip of the spear so far to push those smokes and take those fights. It was
shot as he lands, so no one can hear.
This time though, he's going to allow
the plant's a little bit risky, but it should be okay.
There might be a crossfire set up here by Valen, so they are ready to work this angle together, but Flash comes in. Valen and Jorg, there they are. Hunter's Fury also feels extraneous at this point.
Got swings off of the ult as well. Yeah, the drill comfy. Already starting to get some people hitting 9k.
Just picture perfect crossfire set out by G2 after getting into the site. It's again that patience on display from them after the initial fight.
Yeah, for sure. And even if they even if they start defaulting around the map and they have a chamber A, like even if they kill the chamber later, they're still gonna have to be scared of the pop now after this round. So they might have to in future rounds keep more people over towards A.
Dare I say, I think Leaf is probably doing more, or rather buying into those scoped weapons, playing with the Outlaw and AWP more in total than I've really ever seen him do in the past.
And maybe even, you know, I mean,
yeah, early timeout, but kind of has to be done. It's the worst possible position to be in. At this point, if you hear one random shot that you know the person's dropped, I mean, you can fake it, you can do the random shot and still be up.
Sentinel's calling the
timeout. Is the most common map
fix things early before the game gets completely out of hand. Again, we have to pay attention to the snowball that G2 are
Bruce,
on in
holy
regard
hell,
to the
dude.
Ultimates.
Bruce in the YouTube chat, $20.
We're lacking in getting orbs.
Jesus, dude, thank you so much.
So thank you. This next one, G2, they're
on the cusp it's off topic from the match, but as a coach, what was your most prideful win and most heartbreaking loss under Liquid? Also, do you think Crow MIBR is a better matchup for SEN in the lower bracket? I think SEN will be either, I'll be honest. I think they would rather play MIBR. And then, most proud moment was last round's qualifier, I think, probably. Either that or Reykjavik, like the first Reykjavik. Maybe the first Reykjavik, just because we took a chance getting Yumpy, you know, we've been playing for like a month. And then heartbreaking was when we lost to Gambit to qualify for the Berlin Second Masters. We lost in overtime.
Might get another early pop off a flash on the A side of the map for SEN.
But yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, so heartbreaking, the Berlin qualifiers, Icebox, Gambit, and then best is definitely Reykjavik, man. Reykjavik was fun to qualify to. Also, we've been playing like a year with COVID going on, so there was just no lands.
We'll have to see.
This is the same spot that Narrate was tested in.
Okay, so a little bit of pressure. I mean, this is the most common Euro ult there is. Split over towards B, you get info. He's going to have to stick this at one point though, right? Or are we DPing? Oh, he's going for it. Holy. There is no util for that, that's just him being a beast.
And once again, G2 can fall back to these post-plant positions after Trent sticks it.
And then he's over towards middle, locking down mid as well. He's got a TP over towards here. And then he's gonna create pressure in middle to see if anyone's holding him. God, he's just solo one around. Bruce, by the way, I appreciate you doing that, man. Thank you so much for that. It's very generous, dude.
Will be waiting on this. Oh, an opportunity to strike, but Zekin is waiting, and he held the line. Now things get a bit more even. Zealous was able to spray down. Trent's gonna have a crack in it, or at least light them up here.
Didn't get it half.
But Zekin plants his feet instead. Jorg though coming from behind. Zealous isn't ready for it. The third for Jorg.
Damn, dude, yeah, Zekin have to do something time-wise. What a beast rounds, man. What a beast round.
Just too good. He is the X factor for this team.
Fast kill into a 1v2.
You know, push things over the top. This roster is just so good. All 5 players.
Man, that guy put in some mileage last round.
Yeah, he was everywhere. He's right. Like that is just a solo kill as well.
Teleports back to mid, cuts off Bang on the rotate from A, and then reroutes through the flank. The pathing in that round from him is perfection. This guy is so different.
Zen got completely exposed in that round. And now, of course, we go back to take some humble pie.
Dude, I was smoke into smoke. Yeah, you're right. Smoke into smoke, no smoke for after plants as well. That's what we just call a solo round.
They've gone back to the well of push A main, try and find an opening there, which hasn't worked so far.
Yeah, every single time on the eco, we've seen some kind of aggro over towards A, but G2 are just holding pretty much past this line.
Playing in a safe proximity, clearing with the R drone, and then re-explore immediately back.
So G2 have no competition. I will like it is. That's very early, but I get where you're coming from. It's still just like their map. It's attack sided. Like if Pearl is a stomp, then sure.
They know that there's got to be, minimum 2.
And there's only been 2 buy rounds.
So they gather up B, but Sentinels kind of beating them to the punch. They've got rotates here. Can they try and get in for Narrate?
John is playing from upper instead of Link this time. Narrate's going to get hit with all of the util here, though. He is stunned.
Yeah, dude, the breach util is so nice. Zekin didn't hit any. Dude, look at how many of them are fighting. There's literally like 4 of them fighting here. Everyone's on top of it. They know they're fast flooding out as soon as they see this one close. Like everyone's here ready. Permastun, yeah, the breach util is really good. Like, I feel like this comp is just incredible for spamming Bs. Because you can't sit on site because you're going to get recons. And then you can't sit over towards here because you're going to each breach util. So I don't really know where you have to play. It's like you have to play here and here.
6-0 here for G2.
Because going aggro isn't really, you don't feel comfy.
Cosmic Divide here, that's set up by Valen.
We just play full retake. Oh, nice shot. Dude, Jorg already has another ult, by the way. Yeah, now they got to be careful over towards middle, and he's just locked off the B rotate. And as we can see on B, it's completely empty. And they know that, and they need to go get map control.
Able to finally nullify Jorgamo's impact. Trent here is a lone wolf over towards A main as Leaf is still meandering his way up the top of mid.
And you've got to imagine at some point Leaf is just going to wander into this crosshair of Zekin. He can't sit in top mid forever.
Zekin is patient.
I mean, he should be dead, Leaf, for sure. Oh,
shot though isn't good.
He flicked off him.
So Leaf has another option, another chance perhaps, and Zelsis ends up getting taken down. So Leaf still takes his pound of flesh.
Okay, it's pretty much about damage now.
Here, though, 40 seconds left in the round. The spike is over towards A main. This would be Herculean for Leaf.
Got a T.
Him, it might be asking too much.
Is trip here? Yeah, his trip is nice.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, that's unreal. Bang gets hit with a trademark there.
Okay. Dude, he did that great, though. He played that great. Okay. 2 died, 1 armor.
Get the lights turned on.
Let's see if they can get 2 in a row.
Feels like they either found or are just trying to force confidence in that round. But I want to see that from Zekin. He really has been the key to success for Sentinels. Like Leaf said in that interview before the game, he feels that this team is relying on heroics. The hero has been Zekin. He comes up with that lovely first kill.
Brick by brick is right.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, not again, chat. Surely.
Something a little bit more to hang your hat
Don't be stacked with.
Again, we saw the replay there
Don't be
from
stacked
Zekin a
with
couple
tech
of times,
pauses.
realizing that he has to take action there. Otherwise, they get stifled, choked out by a Cosmic
Euro again, yeah.
To take so much of the map. It was important that he intervened in that situation. We also see Zellsis get more active over towards the A main.
Alex Sick. Hello, mate. Good luck in your next game, by the way, mate. Thank you so much for the tier 1, man. I appreciate that. You're popping off in the Haven game, man. Sorry, I missed that as well, bro.
Heroics to some degree from Sentinels. Are the fundamentals going to be there in a long series against their arch nemesis?
That was a cool attempt at that split A hit from G2. The Cosmic Divide, purpose to just cut off Zekin on that angle. So him swinging through it, pretty mad, but
can you give a 30-second overview of the last 7 rounds? Like oh my goodness. I mean, it's just been a snowball. Pistol into fast buy, and then you had a Jorgamo kind of solo round with the Yoru all over towards B. And it's been a lot of B ends with buy rounds and a lot of A pressure and mid pressure on ecos. This was the first round they lost. They did Astral through middle, tried to insert Leaf, but lost on A.
So not able to hoist a domestic trophy, let alone really strike deep in one of those international events. I think their champions finish left something to be desired for them, falling out in 7th to 8th place. Seeing Sentinels, of course, they did 4th. Leviathan above them even. So in terms of our America's delegates, G2 are still looking to really sit on the throne internationally.
And that is the expectation from their fans, from the
Riot know there's a lot of eyes on this game. They want a tech pause delay as long as possible. Surely not. Surely you'd want it to go as smooth as possible.
If they do make it there, which is the expectation.
You're telling me they're out here just cutting cables?
Fantastic. And it's just come from 2 roster changes and even role swaps over time. You know, when you're talking about at the beginning of last year, Leaf was playing Duelist, and he was putting up numbers. He was always giving them against like 20+ kills on every
farming the hours watched. I mean, yeah.
But that just wasn't the right role for the team. And then when they swapped him over to the Sentinel, which he had some history playing on Cloud9 back in the day, that's when things really started to heat up for the team, when things began to click.
Okay, looks like we're back again.
And all of a sudden, this team should just have gone completely over the top in regard to skill.
Do you think Leaf is better at Sentinel than he ever was at Duelist? See, the problem with that question is when we played Leaf on LAN, within the first 5 rounds on both maps we played him, he had 15 kills. He was kinda unreal at Duelist. I think he's just a sick player, man. Like he no joke had 30 kills in 10 rounds against us if he put the 2 maps there. He's just a good player, yeah. But I think when you can have someone that looks this comfy on a Sentinel, it's great. Especially when you got someone like Jorgamo as well. Dude, the G2 lineup's just kind of stank. Especially with Trent playing like this.
He even fakes a gate crash forward, so Sen might think he's in that.
Okay, so Sentinel's big change up, by the way. Full retake on this now.
Overwhelming pressure from the local red. Zellsis with the classic. Okay. Able to find that kill. A Zekin gets a rifle instead. Here's an Alchemand. They're going to try and flood out together.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's dirty.
But his Valen gone. but they
3 versus 1 here for Bang.
The team flashed themselves, or was it Jorgamo's flash? I would have to see Jorgamo's flash. It felt like it was incredible. What happened to Valen? What happened to Valen midway through here?
He must have been coming from the flank, from their spawn side.
I gotta see this. Was this team flash then?
I think this flash just went
oh no, okay, so it was... Oh no, yeah, it was, dude. Oh my god, this team flash is savage from Zellsis.
There was no assist from the flashing players.
I think the KO flash going too high.
Yeah, that is for sure the KO flash wrecking them all.
Poor Nere, this has been a miserable start for him.
Oh boy.
He's the one that's been getting so much of that attention up on that B side. Jorg just coming out of nowhere, usually just finding him first somehow.
Yeah, and a lot of teams are going for this default, right? If you look at the TP now over towards the minimap, you pop it like here, and it's good in this corner, right? Because if no one's in middle, this is like the one corner that you can't really check from anywhere apart from here or over towards here, and they use the recon obviously at middle. to check this. Okay, it's a big split. We've got 3 people in. Omen rotate with the ult. Oi, narrates maybe on for a rounds. Okay. There is so many people here, though.
But now G2 are really going to come to call on this A side. An opportunity for Jonah P. Only going to find the one as Zeus is really selling.
Very nice, bro. Yeah, he's out here with 3 classic kills in the last 2 rounds. Okay, keep. I was going to say, stop celebrating, pick up the guns. Lovely. If they can get 4, they're kind of on for it. If they can get 5, it's a good half.
Prepared for Jaw to have pushed up top mid. Gets the shot off with the share, finally on the board, as you mentioned. That was a crucial kill to pick up as well. I mean, imagine if Jaw finds one there, and then that presence, the backstab, well, the sight hit comes in from the front.
Oh.
Crucial kill.
Any of these people?
Let's go.
Yeah, there was a good recon in there as well from John. First time playing Sova in this tournament. It's been all
everyone pumps. Oi. There we go.
And there were some question marks about his role swap when we came into this
honestly, I thought their money would be a lot better than this, chat. This is a big round.
Weird to see him on the initiator when you're bringing in Narrate. But we'll see if he can find success on all of
2 full loss bonus.
As you wander into this.
Oh, that's nice. Late peek with the drone. That's a big kill. It's a really nice shot. That's a nice shot as well. Well, that 1 round to break Sentinel, to break G2's money's completely wrecked, and they're ready for a push as well. Look at them. Dude, look at it. They're literally jiggle peeking, knowing that they're going to be pushing this. Yeah, especially as they lost mid or like he has to do something.
The odds were not in his favor. And Sam, just after a round like that, again, which I would pin on Heroics quite happily, they're again put in such an oppressive scenario.
And that is why Narrate has struggled so far and has 10 deaths at the moment. It's because G2 have been so
how come this is a thing? 10 armor but 11 armor hit.
He has been put in extremely tough situations. It's not like he's just having a bad game right now. G2 are just really exploiting the setup on that site. There needs to be an adjustment from SEN.
Aura? Yeah, just
running out of time in this half
gets an extra honor, okay.
That's the issue. Enough money to still have a full buy in this next round. But again, we are headed into round number 11, and they have only those 2 rounds to their name.
Uh-oh.
Jonah P trying to dot his I's, cross his T's, but Bang is waiting for him. Okay. Not too
hey, they hold on to the guns, though. They hold on to the guns, and they do alright damage.
Still worth going for the hunt, though.
Yeah, they gotta start winning some rounds though. It's a lovely shot. It's a big crouch. Oh, honestly, I think you go past it anyway.
One of the things I was thinking about coming into this game, I can't believe it either. When we're doing this
duelist
comparison,
he was like tempted to. He was tempted to shoot the drone as well. They caught him. They caught him out hesitating.
Fulfilling his role, has had very great utility and ultimates for setting up the rest of his team. But as far as the star performance where he's fragging out, putting up the big numbers, they just have not actually needed him to do that yet. He is turning up right now, though.
And again, you know, we might have expected seeing Sentinels of what they've played so far, Wyatt, to bring Goro into a map like this as well.
What is Sentinels missing? How is there this big a gap? It's felt. Okay. It is first map. They're on the easier side. They snowballed a little bit. But to answer the question, I would say probably time as well. Like G2 have been a core for a long time. They picked up a upgrade of a duelist.
Knowing that despite this SEN comp, I think typically, you know, being better on the attack side, you're still not going to win if you can't get at least a few on defense.
I said G2 winning everything 2 rounds in. When we first watched them, it was 4 rounds, so it wasn't that bad. Was it 4 rounds? It might have been 2 rounds. I agree, I did start this. I don't really have a leg to stand on, to be honest. It was 4? Oh, that's not too bad. That's enough to see everything.
The most recent example is Jorgamo just ripped a new one.
Narrate sends Dark Cover over to B Tower so Zekin can prioritize watching main, but at the moment G2, they're not playing around that side of the map. It's slow A control. It's Trent watching for a mid push. Maybe out of the timeout, Sen want to do something more.
And it's expecting some kind of push. Where is Zekken?
That won't be the case.
Yeah, I like this though. It's spoken a little bit over towards B, like where on earth can they even stand? Trying to duel this early. I did say that this is like one of the positions that I think that they might have to prioritize.
They are just sitting back.
It's a mid-round re-clear here with the drone, and the aftershock forces him out of it. He didn't even get around the corner. Though
yeah, that was nice timing though.
Valuable info knowing the breaches right there in A main, right?
Yeah, security's about to be smoked out anyway. Trent gets it out.
Bang is in trouble. Might just have to leave that, mate. Not sure about the Omen Flash. It's like Omen Flash goes in, but like what were they meant to do with it? The Raids kind of just wasted it a little bit. They have a smoke to be able to flood in slightly. I just think you're always gonna get one there, and that's it.
Swings in, that's a tough one to win. And send it down to 2. They have to win this round.
Yeah, this didn't feel great.
Joss is trying to find a timing up into heaven. The smoke comes down. That might have saved him, but ultimately it's gonna make it more than uncomfortable and less than ideal to get back into this site, though he does have a flash. He can pop flash out of this. There it is, but oh, it doesn't connect onto Trent.
They have every angle covered, Wyatt. They had security, A main, tower, all eyes on those locations. Okay. Pulling up there, being a
leave, man.
For his audacity. But there's not much more that he can do in this round. He has to walk away. He's being chased as well. Trent is right behind him and he knows it. He's heard it.
He needs to hit the shot. They need to save the op into this next round.
Oh god. Oh god. No arm.
Operator lost, and the economy is in a tragic situation for Sen with the timeouts expended.
He didn't have a chance to reload the shorty. I think he pulled it out
on site. Yeah, they messed up on site for sure. Because they're like left side, right? And then before this, we see an Omen Flash go into like fight site, but no one's on site. And then these two push through the smoke, then hold a position in my opinion, where you can only ever get one.
No, they tried to get back into the site with the
because it's a freeway crossfire. They can wrap or push through your smoke.
But it just didn't end up mattering.
Oh boy. Yeah, and they try something else in terms of the aggro. That's a KO trapped.
The second time that they've tried it this half. How did G2 read into this? Oh man, that is devastating.
Oh god, who's that? Jonah P, man. Yeah, it's rough out here. It's rough. They're giving it, man. They're wrecking them.
Leaf is going to have the op on the angle. They're going to be ready to re-swing onto you with flashes from Jaw. This is next to impossible for Bang. He gets the first.
All those post-plant positions, though, there's an easy double swing here for G2 with some Jonah P U-tool to set it up. Smoke is well placed. Here's that Hunter's Fury now. Bang just doesn't really have the time to get to the spike where he's needed. He's able to dodge that one. Give it a tickle again. Step forward from the smoke.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice try, but holy hell. They're very good at this map. They did snowball a little bit, so it's like a little bit exaggerated, but they're pretty good at this.
So far, we're not impressed.
Phenomenal play, working the map from G2, how they exploited a mid into the B splits.
Dude, I thought me saying pause would get you like 5 kills.
Were it only that easy. It's a rough start here, an 8-round deficit for Sen.
Yeah, it is a rough start. Might have to be Vasco next.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Damn, whose stream we on? Tarek's or Tens?
We're just hanging out. Don't need the fire extinguisher just yet, right, guys? Things are semi-okay?
Yeah, no, they're okay.
They're both.
Everything's going according to plan, of course.
Okay, okay, cool. So what was the discussion over here when you guys were thinking what needs to be changed, what needs to be done? 10-2 isn't... It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Okay, I think I speak for the entire community. I think we've just had enough of Abyss. Let alone the fact that Sentinels is getting smoked on this map. It's time to remove Abyss.
Honestly?
In the chat if you want to remove Abyss from the rotation.
He's having that.
We're begging you, man.
I agree.
You agree? What needs to change?
It's not a good map.
Wait. Go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna say Tyson has said, I think Tyson's had some strong opinions at this map of like, hey, also I want to say sorry to the designer of the map because there is a person that put this together. So to the team, it's nothing personal, but I think you said that you've had some strong opinions about this map in the past, right?
What are you feeling?
This is not our map. Needs to go.
Oh, that's the feel?
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna nail a designer's feelings. Okay, so feeling that this isn't going your way, that's not the little bro curse, how are they going to come back?
I think it's a go next map angle for sure.
It's a go next map angle.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look, I would love to see a comeback, but I just don't think Abyss is it for us. I'm just kidding. Go Sentinels. We got
Tens,
this.
you've been in there. What are they thinking? You know what that the comms are flying through that team.
I mean, honestly, we sell more bundles, so I think we win.
It's going to be about the bundles, the vibes, the merchants. You just got to keep it up. Everybody in chat, keep the ones coming. We're going to see if SEN can keep the win coming right now as we get back into the match.
Violet FPS, thank you with the prime. I appreciate that.
I do want to suggest that about 40% of Zelsis' kills
Haste as well with the prime. Thank you also.
So that is definitely something worth mentioning.
Oh no, I never get your name right.
Do they make up such a big deficit?
Wrong Kanin. No, honestly, that might have been my worst attempt at it. But I appreciate you.
Let's see what they've got for us here on his attack side.
I think that's my worst one yet, dude. There's loads of people on Twitch that change your names. You tempted? Because I'm never gonna get your name right, dude.
Obviously must win.
Nice shot. He's just good for one every single pistol. He just dominates middle.
Find a first kill with a headhunter from Catwalk in the first round of the game. Groundhog Day out here.
Okay, and they all leave site. Then we have a flash to retake, so they don't want to sit because they know they're going to get wrecked.
SEN really want to try and overload
Honestly, they have double flash.
But G2 are more than happy to contain them until they're ready to try and retake this. Slowly, Leafy's making his way on the flank, and Second takes a bunch of spray through. Valen there gets the drop on him with some free damage.
But now what? You pushed an angle where you can get crossfired.
Trent's there, eventually Valen falls off that cliff. But what about the defuse? What about the objective? The game plan here for Sentinels. Jorg might be here to disrupt it once more, but John from below. Zelsis with that off angle.
Leaf.
They are making it hard for G2 to get back in here. Sentinels have really taken control of this site. Trent for
got a pistol.
He's had 3 in the round, but there's just no time to go for a defuse at this rate. And Zekin, you better believe, will keep himself scarce until it's time to strike.
Shout out to Zelsis here, he did great. I was going to chase him down. Alright, 1-1. 1-1 for the pistols. Zelsis did great. Lytro, thank you so much as well. Lytro FS Byler with the prime. Thank you.
Decent enough start. I'm a little worried still.
A little worried still, mate. 10-3. I think that's so fine.
Takes a lot to convince you, Dr. River.
I'm still worried, man. I'm still worried.
Let's go.
That push into spawn
First pistol that G2 have lost? That can't be right.
It required some pretty miraculous timings and some great shots from Zelsis.
They must have lost a pistol.
Bulldogs and Guardian here for second. Sentinels now have an opportunity to try and make hay while
They
the
lost
sun
one
shines.
versus Lev. Okay, yeah.
Another round here would be a huge step forward.
And they lost one against C9? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I was going to say, because if they'd lost loads of pistols, like if they'd won all the pistols, I felt like I would have been talking about that more.
Made the right call, Sentinels. It's like a very elaborate 3-stack flash setup over a B that now must be dismantled and moved. Like a... Okay. Bang able to win that out. That was Jorg pushing up on that B side still. There's going to be more push from Valen there, but elsewhere. G2 need to get position. Drop down from security. Johnny's there. And the draws of the Bulldog will have their fill.
Yeah, that is Trent just trying to find a timing, gets punished. Bang on the long rotate back.
Back the attempt, yeah. You gotta go for it.
Up unless Leaf can maybe find a kill with that headhunter. Still has 4 bullets in the chamber.
Not too shabby here from SEN. Slow the pace down, of course. Yet to even plant until about...
This is interesting because
seconds into that round, fast hit over
G2 in the past have jumped off, right?
If again strikes with that headhunter like you alluded to, but I think for the rest of G2, they take the honorable way out.
This time they actually like tried to get some kills. They're trying to play off the fact that they know that they're most likely going to jump off, so maybe they would have invested more into rifles. Pretty sure. Because you don't want to be jumping off all the time, because then they are just going to be doing like what Sentinels did here and just put more guns.
This is the push up here by Jorgamo. But obviously the action here was over towards this A site. Couple of moments there from G2, but Sentinels here, like they said in that first round win, brick by brick.
Sure.
Have themselves
let's see
now.
it.
Zelsis is having quite the map, all things considered. He's making the fault line pressure.
Oh god. And Second spam down to 39 as well, just in the smoke.
Big hit as well.
It's a nice, I mean, it's a simple round, but it's nice. Smoke, window, flash, into stun.
That's that first kill.
The breach is so nice on this map.
Low HP with the Guardian.
There's some really cool stuff. I swear it just dominates everywhere towards B.
Paying attention to how Sen are using these smokes to try and exploit mid, push up. It's tough to play that part of the map typically, but when you have the smokes covering up
2 agents that can TP out as well. Yeah. They're disgusting little duo to go aggro.
Double controller style.
Like agent-wise and just player-wise.
Okay. Slow around here for Sentinels. Much more of a G2-esque pace.
Do you need a Sova on this map? Sova's really good on this map. Right, same kind of like committed thing where you have to turn 180 to shoot recon. Also got good recons on attack to clear like the most scary positions. Drone's incredible for middle. Like Sova's by far the best initiator in this map.
And it's up to Narrate, who always seems to be alone against a horde. And a flawless round for G2.
Well, there's a little bit of damage.
That is a gut punch for Sen, who were just trying to build back into the game.
And it really just comes off the back of that early round aggressive play, pushing down out of B, and then after the fact, comfortable to continue anchoring the sights while Sen are a man down. Right here, that swing off the fall line. Second force to retreat. Oh my god, that is a ridiculous shot. This is Jaw in peak form right now.
Oh my god, everyone looks good.
Trent also having another fantastic game. I don't know what it's been about kickoff for him, but he has been incredible. All right, Sen, of course, with that pretty smoke-heavy composition, can chop up the map a little bit and move up like they are now.
Yeah, they've got that Nebula and the dark cover, right? So here it is, the contact walk up after the recon.
That covered the trip.
Smokes.
Playing towards that.
Yeah, and he hit. Okay, I think he heard the trip get broken. This looks like it's a little bit of the anti as well, though. This is nice from Sentinels. Insert one over towards middle. Everyone goes searching. Sights get weaker.
Okay, this could be a little bit dicey. I think I like the idea.
Oh, Narrate's just bailed him out as well.
Here comes that null command now. Zelsa's getting serious about hitting this A site. No one really proximate for G2 to stop them moving through A main. Much of the fight is going to happen through these links here. Fallon for one. The jump isn't enough for Narrate.
Still, they probably did enough getting the sight and inserting one here. Like Leaf's dead. Oh, did Leaf? Yeah, maybe they had the door. I thought for sure he was dead. You got Astra Slug still, so they need to tap the spike early.
And that Nova Pulse. It's too late to catch Zelsis out. Now, G2 might have to draw upon some heroics of their own. Tap of the spike, presumably for Jorgamo here. Valen has to be aware of what's going over in main, and of course, his Astra setup means the post plant is hard to play through. Half comes up for Valen! What?
Damn, it's really nice, man. Really nice.
How does he get the defuse, man? That is just raw!
Impressive, yeah. Just waiting for them to swing as soon as they're about to swing and spam. They gotta readjust to him swinging on them.
In the game. Sick two-piece.
Heartbreaking.
He's just like perfectly weighing as well the whole time.
That really should have been the round winner.
Look how hard this is for look how hard that is for Astra. The bang there, that's a nightmare. You know you gotta spam the diffuser, but at the same time you gotta readjust to someone swinging you.
Picks up that second angle. If he had the gun out, which look, he can't know
the beast round, man. Okay, 8 chances. They've been really dominant.
It's just plot armor. G2 shrug off another close round here for Sen, and now
he tanked that KO flash.
Sen just bullied their way out of the A site and bowled Jonah P over in the process. He didn't have any backup to rely on at the time. John, despite being Nova Pulse, is able to get
kind of nice from Sentinels. It's pretty much standard, but this is like what the double smoke comp's good at, right? Double smokes over towards middle, especially as the last round they created pressure. They were like actually went middle, so it was instant pressure over towards middle, and they just had one isolated on the site. Using the pressure the round before, and the fact that they had double smokes, they can block vision.
Numbers are even now again. Bang probably feeling a little bit exposed here on that side. Zelsa 0 point though gives him the info, and John whacks him down.
Very nice. Okay, let's count this down.
Not giving up yet.
Everyone gets reset here as well, so they do.
Getting deeper in the site to set up some crossfires. Zelsis is playing lights out right now, I'll tell you that. Despite Sen, their woes on this map only having 5 rounds, he's got the most kills in the server, sitting at 18.
That was a nice little moment there from John. As well, after zero pointing up towards that tower side, they knew a couple players waiting for a swing there. And that was just a very fast hit from Sentinels, as opposed to previous attack side rounds, where they've just slowed the pace down and been slowly unraveled.
They forced G2 onto the eco. Leaf, however, with the tour de force, wants to end the game now.
Before those sails start to swell too much.
Yeah, just a low buy from G2. Zelsis? I mean, Zelsis has been doing consistently good.
Nebula wants to play in it. Oh my god, that is
Oh, he thought he already killed him.
He's all over the side.
He's already adjusting for the next guy.
A late wrap here from Leaf, but bear in mind the weaponry for G2 is just not there. So they might get themselves another now. Recon does tag Zekken out. Oh, goes low. Decent pressure from Trent in upper. Leaf here with the tour de force in this round, as we mentioned earlier. Hoping to take a bit more away from
I mean,
it.
he gets a gun.
Getting onto the side is a whole different story. Jonapi Trent still stacked up here. Still have to try and make a way in with these pistols. Okay.
Just for sure, I guarantee this is Prius. Observing, I'm pretty sure. Oi, what the? What was that? Oh my god.
That power ace comes up for Leaf. Yay, lets the round go, but
that was insane. Dude, and Jonah B managed to pick up a gun.
Giving away a PC. Following that, $100 right gift card, $100 in iBuy.
Dude, that third and fourth shot is fast.
That is one of the most outrageous yet least consequential.
It looked like
I've ever seen.
It looked like the Kiko shots.
Listen, that's some good stat.
Wait, dude, that fourth shot is crazy
fast.
fast.
Once again, is dropping minimum 20 every map so far in kickoff. That was crazy.
I mean, the whole side is littered with those trademark oil fields. I don't know what's going anywhere.
That was nuts.
Okay. Let's just calm it down a little bit, shall we? Sentinels, of course, still can buy for the most part. I think Zekken's banking off getting an orb here.
Yeah, he threw the rifle over to, I believe, Zelsis. They need to recover that orb so he can get the Blade Storm ready. Center gathered up towards B. Jaw on the close angle.
Oh boy. Are they not just completely wrecked here? Let's see. Ooh.
His first shot needs to be good. Narrate just TPing pretty deep here.
Yeah, Juggernaut just straight out there. He knows he's got a great ult to combo with this ult for the retake, so he gets out of there before even trying anything too crazy. And then we're about to use all the ult combos here. Get ready for Trent's ult.
John has a Hunter's Fury, though, for this post plant.
I mean, I'd be scared now if there's some flood util to deal with. Narrate doesn't have an option.
Hey, Narrate's done great. He's also saved him as well.
Pops out of that dimensional drift, and here come the Sentinels now. Some punishment for G2. A little bit lax on this round, perhaps. The protocol's not quite yet.
Hey, very nice, though. Very, very nice. G2 might call a timeout here.
Yeah, you said it.
They might call a timeout.
Fundamentals are off.
Gets a little bit scary.
A bit of life for Sentinels as Giorgimo is punished, trying to get out of the dimensional drift with that Hunter's Fury ringing off from Trent. But the timing just isn't there. That's two big ults gone now for G2. And the economy.
Nice, boys, let's go!
In tatters again.
Zelsis, get excited about, for sure.
He's keeping that energy up, as always.
Narrate's been under so much pressure this game.
Yeah, force him down to an eco. Got a Leaf with an outlaw, everyone can tank a bullet.
Cleanly.
And Sentinel's just waiting for some kind of aggro. Same thing over towards middle, double smoke, create the pressure as we can see, we're watching.
Leaf taking contact for him.
Oh no, okay, door wasn't broken.
We're talking outlaw
take
and
it all
a single
back.
hero rifle outside of that for G2. They have to take their foot off the gas in this round.
And Leaf would have to hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Yadsen. I don't know why they don't just sit next to each other. I don't know if there's not any room or what. It's always been like this.
Jorg, of course, the one with the rifle. Playing up here on coast, and that's the ping. They know that there's something afoot over on the B side, but Sen up.
Oh boy.
Part of the map. Valen on this
50 seconds, start pushing over towards middle. I mean, it started at 1 minute, but that's pretty much classic. Again, 1 minute, 55, 50 is when you want to start your pushes. Roughly around here, that's where people group.
Trying to beat them over towards A. No command popped off.
It's a little bit scary, man, for Sentinels this, I'm not gonna lie. Because he is incredibly fast, and that's a great... Oh, boy.
Professor P from up on high.
Oh, God! Oh, not like this.
As he tries to go for a plant, and Sentinels only have 2 left to work with. Jonah P stays off the aggression now as a clone drops down. Zelsus realizes it. Flash follow it up. Jorgamo with the rifle still. A real
How are they
threat.
meant to
Where's
plant?
the plant coming from? John has to put it down now, but a fault line is going to interrupt. He still has to stick it. Eventually taken down, and it's on Zelsus. Up to him in a 1
luck,
versus
man.
3.
It's the best advertisement for the Classic if you got it. Fair play.
Period on the sentence. And G2 will claim Abyss.
That just comes down to
damn, dude. How's he done that in heaven? Fair play. Okay, very dominant though. They're definitely better on this map, no doubt about it. That was cool.
It's not going to be enough, even with a pistol round.